Hi all, I am Shaldo, Assistant Professor in EEE Department from Emmanuel GJ College of Engineering. Now I will explain about control rectifiers. Actually here we cover the rectifier fundamentals, thyristors, that means AC because it is used as a switch in the uncontrolled rectifiers, not only single phase converters, three phase converters, its performance and applications. First one is what is rectifier. The rectifier is a power electronic devices that convert the alternating current into direct current, that means AC into DC. It is a front end stage of almost every DC power supply, motor drive and battery charging system. The conversion is achieved using unidirectional devices, diodes or thyristors arranged to conduct the current in only one direction to the load. The quality of conversion is judged by the DC output level, ripple current and harmonic distraction. Here the AC means sine wave, it will output is DC, that means straight line. Next one is difference between controlled and uncontrolled rectifiers. First one is the controlled rectifier. Here the diode is used as a switch. Here the built is using power diodes only. The conducts automatically when forward bias, no external control. Here the output DC voltage is fixed for a given AC input and load. It is simple, lower cost and but cannot be regulated output. Next one is uncontrolled rectifier. Here the thyristor is used as a switch but built using thyristors in place of diodes. Conduction begins only when the gate pulse is applied at a chosen firing angle alpha. Output is DC voltage is variable controlled by the delaying alpha. Enables smooth electronic voltage and speed control. Next one is the classification of the control rectifiers. By supply it will be classified by two types. So first one is single phase and three phase. By conduction it will be classified into two types, half wave and full wave. By control it will be classified into two types. First one is full converter and semi conductor, that means half bridge. First the basic structure of the ACR, because it will be used in the switches rectifier, that means control rectifier. It is a silicon control rectifier. It is mostly used in the thyristor. Commonly used thyristor used in the control rectifiers behaves the open switch until the gate pulse triggers conduction. Once fired it conduct like the diode until current falls below the holding current. Cannot be turned off from the gate, lies the AC supplies natural zero crossing. Next one is its volt ampere characteristics. First one is forward blocking mode. The ACR is off through the forward bias, only leakage controls. Next start at the breakover voltage or with the gate pulse that the device switches to conduction. This forward conduction act like a closed switch with the small forward drop. Next one is reverse blocking, behaves like an open switch blocking a reverse voltage at higher gate current, lowers the voltage needed to trigger conduction. Next one is firing angle and gate triggering. The firing angle is alpha is delay measured in electrical degrees from the natural turn-on point at which the gate pulse is applied. Before firing, the ACR blocks conduction even through the forward bias. Delaying alpha reduces the portion of the each half cycle that conducts. Before firing, the ACR blocks the conduction even through its forward bias, delaying the reduce the portion of the each half cycle that conducts. This is how the average DC output voltage is controlled. Next, alpha is 0, maximum output. Alpha is 180 means it gives the 0 output. Next one is half wave control rectifier. The single thyristor T1 connects the AC source to resistive load. T1 is a forward bias in the positive half cycle but stays the turn off until fired. The gate will set a angle alpha tan 1 T1 on when it's conduct until the current naturally falls to 0. During the negative half cycle, T1 reverse biased and blocks no conduction. Output exceeds the only one half cycle, which gives the ripple low average DC. Next one is half wave rectifier's waveform. It is the waveform of the half wave rectifier. It will be give the output only one cycle, that means only one half cycle. Next one is full wave rectifier. Use the center type transformer secondary. Two ACRs share the common load. T1 conducts during the positive half cycle of phase A. T2 is conducts during the positive half cycle of phase B. When the two thyristors always feeds the load, output is delivered in every half cycle. Needs only two devices but requires the center type transformer. Next one is fully controlled bridge rectifier. Allow the four arms of thyristor T1, T2 together, T3 and T4. Currents flow through the load in the same direction during the both AC half cycles. Delivers two conduction pulses per cycle. Lower ripple than half wave. Most widely used in the single phase control topology in industrial drives. Next one is this full wave bridge waveform. Next, the half control semi converter, that means two thyristors plus diodes, cheaper than full converter. The freewheeling across the load provides the path of the load current and the supply reverses. The forward biased mode prevents the output voltage from ever going negative. Ripple is far lower for inductive loads, cannot operate in inversion mode. Next one is, it is the effect of the firing angle and DC voltage. Here the both converters types give the maximum DC output at alpha equal to 0 and 0 output of alpha is equal to 180 degree. The full converter's output can go negative beyond the alpha is equal to 90 degree, that means enabling inversion. The semi-half wave converter's output can never go negative. Its only ranges between 0 and maximum. A single relationship is the basics of the all closed loop firing angle control. Next one is a three-phase half-wave control rectifier. Three thyrisors each connected to one phase of a star connected three-phase supply. At any instant, only one thyristor will be the highest phase voltage conducts. Each thyristor conducts 120 degree, giving the three output pulses per cycle. That means 3 pulse converter. The ripple voltage and higher average DC than any single phase circuit. Next one is three-phase bridge rectifier. The 6 thyristors, that means 2 per phase, connect all 3 phases to the load. The devices fire and sequence 60 degree apart, each conducting for 120 degree. Produce the 6 output pulses per cycle. The smoothest, lowest ripple controlled DC output. Standard converter for HVDC transmission and large industrial DC drives. Next one is 3 pulse has a 6 pulse output ripple. Both the near constant DC. Here small ripple riding on top for smoother than single phase output. The 6 pulse bridge repeats its ripple pattern every 60 degree instead of every 20 degree. Doubling the pulse number thoroughly quarters the ripple amplitude. This is why 6 pulse bridge rectifiers are preferred for the high power, high quality DC applications. Next one is continuous and discontinuous conduction mode. In continuous conduction modes means the load current never falls to 0. In discontinuous conduction mode means it is a current falls to 0 when the next device will be triggered. Next one is the effect of load type of rectifier output. First one is resistive load. The current is in phase with the conduction window. Current always falls to 0 at the end of the conduction. It is the simplest, most predictable output. Next one is resistive and inductive. Inductors smooth and delay current fall, can causes the conduction beyond 180 degree. Requires the freewheeling diode to avoid negative output. Next one is RL plus back EMF. The reference the DC motor or battery load conduction speeds only one supply exceeds the back EMF, common in drive and charger applications. Next one is power factor and harmonic distraction. The phase control rectifiers draws current pulses that lag the supply voltage as the alpha increases. The input displacement factors falls with the gas alpha. Non-sinusoidal current drawn from AC lines injects the low order harmonics back into the supply. Total input is power factor with the product of the displacement factor and distortion factor. Next, the high pulse number of converters is 6 pulse, 12 pulse, which push harmonics to higher, easier to filter orders. Next one is commutation of the thyristor. First one is natural commutation. In natural commutation means the occurs automatically as AC supply reverse the polarity each half cycle. Okay, the next one, no extra command will be required. Next one is forced commutation. Forced commutation means requires when no natural voltage reverse available. Use auxiliary components to force current to 0. Where the control rectifiers are used means the DC motor drives, HVDC transmission lines, battery charging, electroplating, welding equipment, UPS and traction supply. Next, advantages are smooth stepless control, DC voltage, high efficiency, devices operates as near ideal switches, fast electronic response compared to mechanical control, capable of regenerative generation, robust and well suited high power applications. Limitations are droughts, non-sinusoidal current, inject harmonics into AC supply, input power factor will be fire angle increase. Next, natural commutation limits the AC feed circuits, generates the audible noise and electromagnetic interference, requires the gate triggering and protection circuitry. Thank you.